So you're close to closing that business deal, or you're about to have the job interview of your dreams. But have you cleaned up your personal social media yet so it won't mess up those opportunities? Well, I'm gonna give you some tips to clean up your social media with lessons from Married at First Sight. So grab a coffee and let's get started. Welcome to Coffee with me, myself, and Ivy, where I give entrepreneurs and professionals social media tips, communication industry best practices with pop culture examples. I'm Ivy. I'm just a public relations professional, feeding my coffee addiction and sharing with you some things I have learned along the way. Before I jump into how to clean up your social media with lessons from Married at First Sight, let's start off with a motivational quote, because this year feels like a Black Mirror episode that will never end. Never give up, because you never know what the tide will bring in the next day. Tom Hanks. Married at First Sight is a show that you should absolutely watch when you have nothing to do. Nothing to do at all. It's a wonderful show about singles being matched by experts, but they do not meet their matches until their wedding day. On this season, on episode 2, something interesting happened that has never happened before. The bride found out who the groom was before the wedding. And a little background on the groom, he's actually a good guy. However, what did the bride do before she actually met the groom? She Googled him and she found his Instagram stories. And let's just say she said he's too emotional and she really almost did not go through with the wedding. So I'm sure this groom, who has a lot on his mind, he's filming a reality show, he's getting married to someone he doesn't know, and he's a working professional in education. Again, he's a good guy compared to some other people on this season. So how can we learn from this groom, who again is a great guy but almost missed out on a wife because of his social media, so you won't miss out on a business opportunity or a potential job? Well, I have 3 tips for you. Tip 1, delete, delete, delete. If you know right now you have something on social media that shouldn't be public, please delete it. If you're like me and you've been on Facebook, for example, since it was just for college students and you had to have a college email to even get on, I know you need to delete some things. So please delete or archive if it's an option. Tip 2, if you don't want to delete anything, make your account private, hard to find in the search options, or just do not use your government name. For example, there's many people I have encountered on boards or at my job where they just straight up told me when it was time for me to add them as a Facebook friend, whether it's to manage a page or we were just cool and we're about to be friends, the first person straight up let me know, you're not going to be able to find me. And that person was right. They had to send me a friend request. Be like that person. Make it hard for me to find your profiles. Also, don't use your government name. Another person that I became cool with on the job, we built a rapport. They had to add me as well because they did not use anything close to their actual name on Facebook. So if you don't want to delete anything, please make your page private or change your name so it's hard for people to find you. Bonus tip, audit your friends list or your followers list and do a purge if you need to. Because if you've been on social media a while, there are certain people that may not need to be there and you don't know what they're doing with your profile information. So remove them. They don't need to be your friend. Everybody's not your friend. It's 2020, the year of the savage. Let them go. No, seriously, like, everybody doesn't need to be your friend, especially that person from elementary school or something. Let them go. If you have made it this far to the video, please hit that like button and leave a comment below on how you clean up your social media. Tip 3, think before you post. I'm gonna get a little vulnerable with you for a moment. Recently, Taylor Swift's new album came out, Folklore. And it got me in my feelings because it's full of emo music that I haven't heard in a while since Adele, reflecting on lovers' past, packaged with cottage aesthetic. And I almost did something that I never do because I'm one of those people when I date, you may see a hand, you may see me post date night, but you never see who I date. I almost post a picture of my ex with a clown face emoji because Taylor Swift got me in my feelings. But I took a second, I paused, and I thought to myself, do my Instagram followers want to see this? No, they don't. So be like me. Think before you post, because you don't want to be like that groom that posted things on his social media and didn't realize how it could affect his reality show or his potential new bride. So think before you post. Don't be like me. Don't have Taylor Swift in your feelings posting exes from the past. Think before you post. Another bonus tip, please do not post anything political unless it has something to do with your job or your career. If you want to post something political, post go vote or register to vote. But please, it's an election year. Many people are posting political things. Just post go vote, register to vote, unless it helps your business or your career. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. And join me every week for social media tips, communication industry best practices with pop culture examples.